Can you overmod your Jeep Gladiator? How much is too much? Well, good morning, everybody. How are you today? So, can you overmod your Jeep Gladiator? How much is too much? You know, it dawned on me the other day. I was actually reading a comment over on my other channel, Robmotivejt. It's about my Toyota Tacoma. And somebody had left a comment. I posted up a side shot of it. It was dealing with the bed rack and showed of course, the rack itself and then the recovery boards on the side of it. And this person left a comment stating that my truck looked like an ad for clearance sales at all of the different vendors. I actually got a kind of a kick out of it, you know. I mean, I can understand what they're saying, right? I mean, if you have stuff and you're showing it, but then I got to thinking, you know, can you really overmod the Jeep Gladiator? Because, you know, I've done several things to this truck as well. I mean, I've done the front stubby bumper, I've done the tonneau cover, the wheels, the tires, and then further, I've done the green accents where I painted the tow hooks and put the green emblem on the side, you know, the trail rated. I painted that forest green, which I think looks awesome, by the way. You know, on the interior, I really haven't done too much. You know, really on the interior, all I've added are a couple of grab handles, you know, on the seats. I mean, and the radio, and I guess I did put in the stoppers in between the seats, you know, the things to keep things from falling under your seats. But other than that, I mean, I have a mask in here, you know, because we have to have those these days. But that's really it. But still, you know, the question begs, when do you stop? You know, when is too much too much? You know, I'm sure if you're like me, you've driven down the road and you've come across trucks that are way overdone. You know, fender flares that are painted a different color than the truck, maybe some kind of spoked giant chrome wheels, low profile, and I never have understood why people put low profile tires on a truck. I mean, you know, they're bad enough on cars, unless you live somewhere where the roads are pristine and you're never going to hit a bump or any kind of a pothole or anything like that, because they're crazy bad for that. They can pop, cut. It's just not a good thing. But all kinds of things like that, different colors, decals, stickers. I've seen trucks with stickers all over the back window. You know, I don't know how they even see stickers on. I saw one a long time ago. This was back when I was in high school, I think. So it was like before cars were just starting to be invented. But they had covered their car with stickers. Somebody else actually painted, and this is high school, right? Somebody else had actually painted their car with a rattle can and a brush. I mean, you could tell it was obvious. There were brush marks in the car. Now, maybe they meant to do that because it was so blatantly obvious. They were just being crazy and did it, but I've actually seen it. So how much is too much? Well, you know, that really kind of lies in the eyes of the beholder and in your own personal preferences, I suppose. Because I've had people out there that tell me I should do nothing with the Jeep Gladiator. It's fine the way that it is from the factory. You shouldn't do anything to it. Well, those are either purists or just miserable people. I don't know which. Or maybe they're a little jealous because they really would like to mod their own, but they just don't have the energy or the gumption to do it. I don't know. Who knows what their real motivation is. But I think, you know, when you start to do things that, this is my opinion, of course. As I said, it's all personal preference. We don't all like the same things, of course, and it's good that we don't, because it would be pretty darn boring if everybody was driving around the same cookie cutter Gladiator, right? But I think for me, you know, you can go with contrasting colors. Obviously, I've done it on my truck with the green accents, and I think as long as they are a true contrast or match, kind of, for what you have, then you're okay. They need to be complementary of each other, right? Because if you don't, then they just clash. Like I said, I've seen people do that with fender flares. What about, I just had a thought, what about the people who drive the Volkswagen Beetles and put the eyelashes on the front? Have you ever seen that? They actually put eyelashes on the headlights. It is the worst looking thing I think I have ever seen. If not, it's right up there, top 5. It just looks horrible to me. How tacky can you be? But they like it, that's okay. It is certainly unique. So colors, I think, are one thing you have to be concerned about. You do have to use things that match, that go together, you know. Stickers and things like that, you know, a few well-placed stickers. I have stickers on my truck. Of course, they're promotional for the channel, but still, I like the looks of them as well. I think the color goes well. I don't think there are enough. There's only, I think I have 2 that it's overdone in any way, but you certainly can go overboard. It's like a billboard sometimes for all of the automotive companies out there. Window tint is another thing, strangely enough. I love window tint, but have you ever seen a truck that's tinted so darkly that it doesn't look good? I've seen it, you know, where a limo, it's like a limo tint on the truck, right? And it just looks, it looks tacky to me. It's like, why would you go that dark? So it's like a mirror finish. It just doesn't go well. And speaking of mirror finish, what about the tint that is the mirror finish? This used to be a big thing, I think, back in the maybe 80s, late 70s, where the tint was actually that mirror finish, right? It wasn't smoked or it wasn't dark. It was like a mirror on the truck. It looked absolutely horrid, I think. I can't think of one instance or any color that it goes with that I personally actually like. You don't see it so much anymore, but ugh. Tires and wheels. You know, I mentioned those chrome spoked low profile setups. You know, for me, there are colored wheels, of course, and some look really good. But again, they have to complement the body color of the truck. I mean, if your truck is green and you put pink wheels on, they just don't go together. They don't look good. Well, at least I don't think so. So you can go overboard with that as well. Grill color is another, or not color, but design. You know, there's all kinds of aftermarket grills out there, and some look really good, and some look really hideous. You know, I've seen people, particularly with the Tacoma, where they'll put some kind of funky Toyota or Tacoma or Taco or some kind of lettering on there. It's a bad font. It's just tacky lettering anyway, I think. Sometimes whatever the message is just doesn't look good. I don't know. Not my cup of tea. I think the TRD Pro grill that just says Toyota in simple block lettering is the best. You don't see a whole lot of that on Jeeps, but you do run across it occasionally, and I think, again, you can really go too far and it just doesn't look good. Anyway, I just wanted to get on here, kind of talk about that a little bit. You know, I get comments once in a while. You know, people can't help but tell me that they don't like the truck, or I'm going too far, or you know, I should just leave it alone. I do love modding, but I do think there is a line as to what you probably ought to do. What that line is, I suppose it's really up to you in the end. Leave a comment, let me know. What's the craziest over-modded truck you've ever seen? I'd be curious to know. Also, real quick, if you're interested, check out my other channel. It is Rob Motive, all about my 2020 Toyota Tacoma, tastefully modded, I think. Also, if you wouldn't mind, click that subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any upcoming videos, and you're subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there.